Hello and welcome to Lakeland High School. My name is Adam Betts. I'll be with you tonight, all night, as your Lakeland Lakers take on the visiting Lakers of La Lumiere Blue. This is La Lumiere's local team, not necessarily a national traveling side, but they do boast a starting lineup of number 2, Jackson Harper, a 5'11 guard, junior from Chicago, Illinois. Cuba Smith, a 5'11 freshman guard, number 11 from Merrillville, Indiana. Preston Malpas, a 6'7 junior forward from East Jordan, Michigan. Ian Letts, a 6'4 junior forward from Valpo, wearing number 21. And number 22, Luka Asanaka, a 6'3 guard from Taipei, Taiwan. Your starters for the Lakers will be the 6'1" senior guard, number 5, Ben Kyle. The 6'1" senior forward, number 12, Christian Troyer. The 5'9" senior guard, number 23, Tommy Curtis. The 6'2" junior, number 30, Nate Kyle. And the 6'3" big man in the middle, number 32, Zeke Watchman. So there's your starters for tonight. Like I said, Lakers versus Lakers tonight, so I'm going to have to stick to school names. La Lumiere, not an IHSAA opponent, but this game was picked up as a way to fill our schedule out, and it should be a pretty good challenge. The Lakers from LaPorte, that 6'7" junior Malpas looks pretty solid, so I'll be excited to see him. Don't know how he's getting away with the tie-dye leg sleeve in the IHSAA, but we'll see. And we're about to tip here at Lakeland High School. Tip won by Lalu. It's Asanaka on the 3, rebounded by Ben Kyle. Kyle pushing up the floor to Nate. Nate drives, stripped, but keeps control of it. Ben Kyle setting it back up. Over to Curtis. Now Kyle at the top, and over to Troyer. Baseline pass batted away by Leitz from the 6'4" junior forward. Lakers inbound it. Nate Kyle over to Curtis. It's back to Ben Kyle. Ben to Nate in the corner. Nate is rejected, but Watchman comes through. Fouled on the putback attempt that sends Zeke Watchman to the line, shooting 2. Foul goes on Asanaka. First one a little short for Zeke. Second one goes off back rim, boarded by Asanaka, and he's pushing. Smith at the top of the key. Smith again, over to Harper. Harper onto the baseline to the big, batted out by Ben Kyle. We will stay here. Inbounds is thrown out of bounds by Harper. That'll be Lakers ball. Still 0-0, no score. 6.5 minutes left here in this first quarter. Ben Kyle over to Curtis, quickly to Watchman, back to Curtis and to Kyle. Lakeland moving the ball with some speed here, and it ends in a Troyer 3. on the good ball reversal. Lakeland takes the lead 3-0. Here comes Asanaka. And that's Smith, just a freshman. Over to Malpas. Back out to Smith. That's Harper. The skip gets through to Smith. He shoots a pull-up jumper. Short, rebounded by Curtis. Curtis out and running. Up to Kyle. Almost finishes through the contact. Asanaka with the foul. That's his second quick one. Probably see him heading to the bench shortly. First one's good for Nate Kyle. 4-0 Lakers. 4-0 Lakeland. In for Lalu comes number 5 Nate Orr, the fifth, a 6'3" junior out of Niles, Michigan. And Tommy Neal, a 6'5" senior forward from Long Beach, Indiana, as the Lakers now have a 5-0 lead, a little over 2 minutes played here. That's Malpas in the corner with an air ball, and we got a foul on Tommy Neal, just checked in for Lalu. Kyle brings it down over to Curtis and to Watchman. Watchman out to Kyle. Kyle probes, finds Watchman on the dump in. Watchman tries to finish with the right, no good. Rebounded by Leitz. Here comes Harper. Harper to Malpas. This is Orr. Harper attacking. Good hop through and the assist to Leitz. That's 2 for Leitz. And the score is 5-2, just under 5 left. Step back jumper, Nate Kyle, no good. Rebound to Troyer. Swarmed in the paint. Troyer gets it out to Nate Kyle. Nate Kyle stripped. Laporte Lalu's out and running. Tried to get it to Malpas, but he brings it back out. That's Orr. Orr guarded by Nate Kyle. Stolen by Ben somehow out of there. Ben out and running. Big Euro step. Nice finish. Ben Kyle with 2 right there on the one-man fast break. Orr dices through the lane. Kick out to Harper. Harper's 3 is right. Ben Kyle throwing the runaway, and Tommy Curtis finishes the baseball pass. That makes it, scoreboard says 9-2. Halfway through the first quarter here. Lakeland leads 9-2. Lakers really pushing it like they've been known to do the past couple of games. And it's just looked really, really good, really fast-paced so far. Lalu not been able to get anything other than a runner, I believe. The defense is there. It'll just be interesting to see how this game goes if the shots start falling for Lalu, especially down there on that bucket that Coach O'Shea and I joke has a lid on it. Lakeland coming out on the full court man, really trying to turn it up on the Lakers. Orr's going to bring it down, guarded by Watchman. Watchman stays in front. Orr gets rid of it. That's Harper. Harper into Orr. Orr dumped down. Fouled by Troyer. That was Neal with a nice pump fake to get Christian up in the air. And Neal will be rewarded with 2 free throws here. Neal hits the first. It's 9-3 Lakeland. Neal hits the second. Ben Kyle bringing it down for Lakeland. In the 2-1-2 here. Ben over to Christian. Christian blocked. Comes down with his own board. Malpas with the block there on Christian Troyer. Here's Ben Kyle down the lane. Tough shot is missed. Or coming down the other way. He makes the tough contact layup there. That's 9-6 Lakeland. Lalu on a quick 4-0 run here. The 2-3 is really stymieing the Lakers, but they're going to get Tommy Neal with the foul on Zeke Watchman battling in there at the high post. Cuba Smith back in the game, checking in for Jackson Harper here. And Kyle Hartsoe, freshman guard, will be coming in for the Lakers. Tommy Curtis gets his first break. Troyer over to Ben Kyle in the corner. Corner three. Lakeland up 12-6 now. Just 2.5 to go in the first year. Freshman on freshman matchup here. We're going to get a walk on Preston Malpas, the 6'7" junior. And Kyle brings it down. He's surveying. He's got Troyer in the corner. Nobody cuts through. Troyer back up to Ben. Far corner to Nate, to Kyle. They're trapping. From deep. A little long, rebounded by Nate Orr, the 5th. He passes over to Malpas and back over to Orr. Declines the screen. The 3 is missed by Cuba Smith. Ben Kyle coming the other way. Hartsoe for 3, short. May have been affected there by the defense. Here comes Orr the other way. Missed, but gets his own rebound. And there's going to be a foul. Foul on Kyle Hartsoe on the hold there. Into the game for Lalu. Back comes Harper. He gives Leeds a break, and Neal getting a break from Filip Popivoda from Belgrade, Serbia. Keegan Merrifield checks in for the Lakers. For the Lakeland Lakers, that is. They get a kick out to Orr, and he hits it. 12-9 Lakeland lead. Lakeland running. Troyer into the corner, trapped. Ben Kyle's able to get it out, throw a nice skip pass. Hartsoe in the corner. Rim. Nate Kyle put back, no good. But the second O board goes to Keegan Merrifield, and he gets fouled in the act of shooting there, so he's going to the line to take 2. Merrifield hits the first one. Misses the second. Troyer bats it around, but it's rebounded by Popivoda and outletted to Orr. Orr to Harper in the corner. Harper short. Rebounded by Ben Kyle. Lakeland's out and running. Ben Kyle gets the flashy pass off, but it bounces off of the Lalu player, and it will stay in Lakeland possession. Lakeland gets the inbound. Nate Kyle attacks. Skip to Merrifield. Merrifield to Troyer. Troyer skip back to Nate. Nate's driving. Pass back out to Troyer. Good ball movement. The three's no good, but the rebound put back is good for Ben Kyle. What a shot there from Ben Kyle. Take the Lakeland lead to 6. It is 15-9 with just 5, 3, 2, 1. Or doesn't get a shot off. Poppy Voda doesn't get a shot off. At the end of 1, your Lakeland Lakers lead 15-9 over the Lalu Lakers. At this time, we'd like to take a moment to thank the primary sponsors of Laker Athletics. They are Farmers State Bank, Superior Rigging and Erecting, Lakeview Builders, LLC, Miller's Super Value and Miller's Sign Company, Avery's Lawn Service, Howe LaGrange Insurance Agency and Auto Owners Insurance, D&B Partners, Brett and Melissa Bateman. A big thank you to each of these businesses for their partnership and their commitment to Lakeland students. Yes, thank you so much. Couldn't do it without our corporate sponsors. They do a lot for local athletics, not just here, but throughout the whole county. So thank you to them. At the end of the first there, we saw Lalu fight back a little. Kind of interested to see if they might go to the height a little bit, push the height a little bit more. They got some big kids over there, but it looks like Malpas is going to start off on the bench, and Lalu's going small. Lakeland coming out with Levi Cook making an entrance into the game. Already have Keegan Merrifield, Kyle Hartsoe out there, and the 2 Kyle brothers. So that's who will start out this second quarter for Lakeland. It's going to be a swing through to Nate on the baseline. Nate skips to Ben. Ben catches. Ben throws a great pass to Nate. Nate gets position with the left. Tough finish. Lakeland leads 17-9. Just 30 seconds into the second quarter here. Laporte, Lalu throwing it all around. That's Orr with it up top. It's going to be an and one. Orr knifes through the lane and draws the blocking foul on Levi Cook. That'll be his first. Count the bucket, that's 17-11. With 7:11 left in the second quarter. Or shooting his old-fashioned three-point play attempt here. He misses, rebounded by Nate Kyle. Kyle to Kyle. Kyle to Merrifield. Back out to Nate to Ben. This Lalu defense is really flying around, making it hard for the Lakers to find the open spot, but Lakers being very methodical here. Kyle Hartsoe with it. He steps through. Swing through to Nate Kyle. That's off. Merrifield boards somehow. And Lakeland gets the timeout. So with 6 minutes and 40 seconds left in the first half, your Lakeland Lakers lead 17-11. Off the quick Lakeland timeout, we are back in action. Kyle to Kyle inbounds it. Kyle Hartso with it. Tries the entry pass. We're going to get a kick ball violation on Lalu. Good ball movement, and we got a charge taken by Tommy Neal on Nate Kyle, getting up in the air, not knowing what to do with it. Unfortunate play there, but a good charge taken. Orr seems like he is the straw that stirs the drink for Lalu Blue here, as he brings it down and finds Asanaka. Luca finds Neal on the baseline for a nice finish there. Scores now 17-13 Lakeland. This 1-3-1 is really giving Lakeland problems. Kyle Hartso, as I say it, drills a three, steps into that one. It makes it 20-13 Lakeland. Lalu right back into it. It's Orr. Everybody's getting a shot to guard him. And we got a charge. Keegan Merrifield slides across and takes that one on the chest. Orr would not be denied. He was getting to the block. But he should have thought about it for a second. Here comes Carlson in for the Lakers, for Lakeland. Nice shooter. Expect him to spot up in the corner there. Lakeland probing the top of this zone. Finds Carlson in the corner as the ball's knocked out by Malpas. Long inbound comes down to Kyle Hartso. Kicked ball by Asanaka there. Ben Kyle over to Kyle Hartso. Hartso back to Ben. Ben over to Nate. Nate for three. No good. Rebounded by Orr. Orr's coming back quickly. Asanaka. Over to Malpas and into Orr. Orr pickpocketed by Ben Kyle. Kyle draws the contact, gets the foul call. He'll be shooting two here.
Lumiere foul on number 5. Nate Orr, his third. Team's sixth. One shooting two. Ben Kyle.
Ben hits the first. Orr heads to the bench with his third. Couple of Lumiere Lakers in foul trouble. I believe that Luka Asanaka has a pair, and Nate Orr the fifth has three. Just some things to look at. Ben misses a second. That's boarded by Smith. Cuba Smith over to Asanaka. Asanaka into Neal. Neal pass out. The three is no good by Malpas. Rebounded by Ben Kyle. Behind the back pass to Christian Troyer. Lakeland out and running. To the corner. Carlson. Hartso. Troyer. Troyer, bad pass, intercepted by Harper there. Harper bringing it back. And Hartso gets him with the hands, I believe. Yes, it's gonna be Kyle Hartso with the push, his second. Lakeland leads 21-13 halfway through this second quarter. Here's Cuba Smith, the freshman. There's Leeds over to Asanaka for 3. Asanaka hits it, and that makes the score 21-16 Lakeland with 3 minutes, 44 seconds to go.
As well as 7th and 8th graders and their coaches. Please head to the grand hallway at this time.
Both teams have had a little trouble getting the ball into the bucket this quarter here. This half really it's been pretty haphazard. There's been limited ball movement, a lot of ISO basketball on one end, and on the other end, we've just been passing it back and forth on top of their 1-3-1 zone with a lot of length. So, I mean, yeah. While Lumiere comes out in the full court, Lakeland breaks it. Lalu running back is just on the catch. Ben Kyle sizing up. That's Harper over there. Kyle to Hartso. Carlson in the corner. Carlson back up to Hartso. Hartso to Ben Kyle. Ben Kyle to... That's Christian Troyer in the corner. Troyer unable to convert it. Hauled down by Asanaka. They're running. He's down to Smith. To Letts and back out to Smith here. It's Harper. Asanaka in the mid post. Nice take from Asanaka. That's out to Harper. Harper buries the 3, and just like that, it's 21-19 Lakeland with Lalu putting some pressure on. You're going to get a blocking foul down there on Leeds. On the aggressive trap, that's going to send Hartso to the line. Hartso hits the first. And the second's good for Hartso. Lakeland lead is now 23-19 with 2.5 minutes left in the second quarter here. Here comes Cuba Smith on the drive. It's going to pass out and ends up in Harper's hands. Harper over to Asanaka on the skip. Asanaka with the nice lay-in. And the press is back on. Asanaka gets his 3rd foul. That's going to send Tommy Curtis to the line to shoot the 1-on-1. That brings in Sean Egan, the senior from Michigan City. Already got some run, but he's back in the game. Curtis rolls the first one in. Curtis hits a second. Just over 2 to go. Lakeland Lakers lead is 4, 25-21. Here comes Harper bringing it down. Harper gets around Troyer. Nice pump fake pivot in the lane. And Ben Kyle throws that one over Christian Troyer's head just a little bit. It'll be Lalu ball. Harper hits another one.
Jackson Harper for three.
A little chatting going on. That doesn't change anything. Lalu still leads, or now leads 26-25. First lead of the game for the Lalu Lakers as Curtis gets trapped, but he breaks it, and he's a one-man. Troyer to Watchman to Troyer, sorry. As Troyer misses the floater. Back comes Lalu. Harper off. Not entirely sure what just happened there. Looked like we had a travel by Lalu. Gonna be Lakeland ball. As Kyle Hartsoe draws a foul on Cuba Smith Jr. that'll send Hartsoe to the line.
Leads the second team's 10th at the line shooting a double bonus. Kyle Hartsoe.
Hartsoe hits the first of his double bonus. Game is now all tied up with a minute and a half left in the first half. Hits the second as well, putting Lakeland up one. Here comes Smith. Smith over to Egan. Smith pull-up jumper. Smith misses the pull-up jumper. Hartsoe with the rebound to Ben Kyle. Lakeland looks content to settle for the last one here. Here comes the trap. Skip pass. Swing back. And a beautiful pass from Ben to Nate to Tommy Curtis all alone has the Lakeland lead to 3 with just 30 seconds here in the first quarter. Harper brings it down. He's sizing up Nate Kyle. He wants the 3. Malpas also passes up a 3. That's Egan on the baseline. Working against Hartsoe. Harper in the corner, up high to Malpas. Harper with 3 seconds left. Misses the bank 3. Kyle Hartsoe throws it out. Oh, that would have been a circus shot. But the floating alley-oop 3 buzzer beater does not go, leaving Lakeland up at the half, 29-26. I'd like to take this time to briefly thank our sponsors, the primary sponsors of Lakeland Athletics. They are Farmers State Bank, Superior Rigging and Erecting, Lakeview Builders, LLC, Miller's Super Value and Miller's Sign Company, Avery's Lawn Service, Hal LaGrange Insurance Agency and Auto Owners Insurance, D&B Partners, Brett and Melissa Bateman. A big thank you to each of these businesses for their partnerships and their commitment to Lakeland students. Thank you very much. With that, I'll step away for the half. Excited to see how this second half goes between the Lakers and the Lakers. And welcome back to Lakeland High School in LaGrange, Indiana, where tonight your Lakeland Lakers are leading the Lumiere Blue Lakers 29-26 at the half. Balanced scoring all around. A couple guys for Lumiere sticking out. Jackson Harper, the number 2. He has 8 points, and Nate Orr, the 5th. He has 7, although he also has 3 fouls. Also with 3 fouls is Luka Asanaka. For the Lakers are led by Kyle Hartsoe and Ben Kyle. Hit a bunch of free throws in that first half. As I already mentioned, Lalu in a bit of foul trouble. Led the Lakers into got the Lakers 6 or 8 points just at the end of the half there on fouls out of their aggressive full court trap. So outside of that, Lalu was charging quickly. Harper hit a couple threes. Asanaka hit a 3. Orr hit a 3 as well, I believe. Orr's been aggressively driving to the bucket as well. For the Laker boys, it's been tough against that 1-3-1 from Lalu. I expect Coach to come out with some interesting stuff to combat it this half, but we're about to get going here with the second half between the Lakeland Lakers and the Lumiere Blue Lakers. Let's get this thing started. Asanaka bringing it down. Or corrals it. That's Malpas in the post. Asanaka passes out back to Malpas for 3. He misses it. And that's going to be 4 on... Oh, they're calling the foul on Zeke Watchman there on the undercut. Said Orr secured that rebound. That would have been a tough way to get a 4th foul there this early in the third quarter. Orr with the step back 3, airballed it. Asanaka with the board. He brings it out. Orr out to Asanaka for 3. He misses the 3, and it's boarded by Curtis. Curtis out quickly to Nate Kyle for 2. Lakers lead up to 5. Lakeland Lakers, that is. There's Orr attacking. He kicks to Smith. Smith is long. They're going to get Watchman with another foul on Orr. Just going to be his second. Corner to Malpas. Out to Asanaka. Wow. Slithery finish. Lakeland up 3. 6.5 left here in this third quarter. Dumped into Nate Kyle on the post. Pass out to Watchman. To Ben Kyle. Now Nate on Malpas. Over to Watchman in the corner. Looking for Troyer. He's got Orr on him. Almost had Watchman in the post there. Swung out to Troyer. Dump in to Kyle. Out to Ben Kyle for 3. That's onions. What a shot. A nice little two-man game by the Kyle brothers. Here's Malpas and Asanaka with the backdoor. He's a crafty finisher right there. What a player. Ben Kyle attacking. Thinks about the pull-up. Floater. Short. Rebounded by Troyer and kicked out to Nate. Now it's Ben sizing up Asanaka. He wants the one-on-one. He's going to get a screen, decline it. Behind the back pass to Tommy Curtis. He sells the clip. But Ben Kyle with the offensive board. He's short. And Smith is back and running. Into the corner, that's Asanaka. He misses. Lakeland out and running. Batted out of Watchman's hands. It's going to stay Laker ball down there. Christian Troyer going to get a break. Coming in, Levi Cook, the freshman. And back for Lalu. Here comes Harper. He's going to give Smith a break. Ben gets the bump. That's 4 on Asanaka. That's going to bring Smith back into the game quickly.
Teams first. Lakers substitution, number 11, Cuba Smith.
Nate Kyle for 3 in the corner, a little long. That's rebounded by Harper. He's coming back down the court, surveying. His pass is deflected, maybe by Watchman, but corralled by Nate. Nate's running. He tries to throw an alley-oop up to Cook. Cook couldn't corral it, and Laporte Lalu's coming back the other way. Orr in the middle. He kicks out to Leitz. That's Orr again. Orr sizing up Watchman. It's a dump into Malpass and a kick out to Leitz. Leitz to Harper, back to Orr. Orr with a tough righty finish. It's now just a 2-point game. Lakeland leads 34-32. Here comes Ben Kyle. Boarded by Curtis. None of them fall. Lalu coming back. Orr. 3 between the legs. Dump off to Leitz and the finish, and we got a tie ball game here, 34-34. Lalu being out in this man has caused Lakeland a little bit of trouble. Ben Kyle gets teed up after hitting a layup that was goaltended, but no call on that, but it doesn't matter because it went in. He gets teed up. He must have said something. So, Orr will be shooting the free throws here. He misses the first. Orr makes the second. That's 36-35. Just under 4 to go here in the third quarter. Lalu ball down 1. Orr's bringing it down for a pick and roll with Malpass. Malpass pops. He's shooting the 3, and he hits it. Lalu now up 2. And they're going to get Leitz with a foul on the push in the back on Watchman. Nate Kyle in the corner. Runner on the baseline. Short. Watchman chases it down. The Watchman with a great pass to the freshman Cook. Cook finishes through tough contact. Ball game tied. Here's Orr. Orr trying to cross up Watchman. Watchman all over him. Malpass. And here's Harper and Orr. Orr with a take, going to get Watchman on the body. It was on Curtis, actually. Watchman going to get a break, and Merrifield's coming in. Here's Orr. Malpass. Turnaround jumper. No good. Rebounded by Smith. Malpass out to Harper. Harper. That's Orr working on Ben Kyle. Tough spin. Gives Lalu a 2-point lead. It's 40-38 here. Ben Kyle finds Nate. Tommy Curtis. And now it's Ben Kyle. All that rebounded by Cook. Ben Kyle back on it again. In the lane, hangs. And finishes. And one for Ben Kyle. What an athletic move there. That ties it up with just 2.5 to go. And he hits it. 3 points the old-fashioned way. And Lakeland now up 1. Back and forth here. Or bringing it down. Malpas. Just Orr. Smith. And that's Leeds. And Harper. Harper sizing it up. Over to Smith. High post to Orr. Malpas on the block. Working on the freshman. Kick out. One more kick. Harper, 3 is good. Lalu now up 2 with just 2 minutes to go here in this third quarter. Lalu up 43-41 on your Lakeland Lakers. One more time, I'd like to take a moment to thank our primary sponsors of Lakeland Athletics. They are Farmers State Bank, Superior Rigging and Erecting, Lakeview Builders, LLC, Miller's Super Value and Miller's Sign Company, Avery's Lawn Service, Hal LaGrange Insurance Agency and Auto Owners Insurance, D&B Partners, Brett and Melissa Bateman. A big thank you to each of these businesses for their partnership and their commitment to Lakeland students. Thank you once again. As we get back into this one here, it's just been very hard fought this last quarter here. Lakeland has kind of been slowed down a little bit just by Lalu hustling back, and Lalu has found some success shooting the ball this quarter, so I hope to see Lakeland turn it up a little bit here. Driving kick should be there, especially against this man offense, so let's see if we see a little bit of that. And here comes Ben. Lakers working the offense. Merrifield in the paint. Big gather, lefty finish. Ties it back up. Just a minute and a half here. Orr on Ben Kyle. Orr's going baseline. Merrifield closes out. It's tipped up. Nate with the steal. Good deflection from Ben there. Nate bringing it down. Nobody stops him. He hangs in the lane. Misses but gets his own board. Finishes the putback. Good hustle effort play there from Nate Kyle. Gives Lakeland the lead by 2. 45-43. Just now under a minute left here in this third quarter. Orr gets the pick and roll. Finds Malpas. He tries to finish over Nate. Air balls but gets his own board. Orr travels. That's a make-up call for the air ball. Gathered his own rebound right there. That brings in Kyle Hartsoe for Lakeland, and Neal comes in for Lalu. They're back in the 1-3-1 for this last possession. Kyle Hartsoe pull-up three is missed. That allows Orr to clear out. It's a screen from Malpas. Pull-up three from Orr is bottom of the net. And that's how we'll go to the fourth quarter here. Your Lakeland Lakers trail 46-45 to La Lumiere. Let's get this final quarter kicked off. 8 more minutes to play between the two teams of Lakers. Lakeland going to start off this fourth quarter with the Kyle brothers, Merrifield, Cook, and Hartsoe. Nate in the corner, wide open three. Bounces around and is good. Lakeland retakes the lead up 2. This one could get interesting here. Harper bringing it down. It's against Cook. Harper thinks step back, but gets it over to Smith. Now Smith to Orr. Orr stripped by Kyle. Lalu getting back into it. Hartsoe playing good defense. Here's Orr, step back 3. No good, rebounded. Foul on a hard block out there by Merrifield. It'll stay down here in the hands of Lalu. Asanaka coming back in. He's giving Orr a break. Smith checked by Hartsoe. Turnaround jumper, no good. Rebounded by Merrifield. Merrifield finds Kyle. Interesting that they're bringing out the press or the zone against our better shooting lineup here. Ben Kyle with a great jump. Merrifield fouled on the offensive board here. So good hustle from Merrifield. It's going to be the third on Neal. Just like that, Orr's back in. He's going to give Smith a break. Lakers inbound it. Get it to Kyle. Kyle in the corner. Brings it out top to Kyle Hartsoe. And here's Ben. Just surveying. Kyle probing. Hartsoe drives. Tough take, right hand. Elevate and finish. Lakeland by 4 here. Or bringing it back down. Or to Harper. Harper looking at Malpas, but deciding to go to Asanaka. Asanaka pull up 2-pointer. Nate Kyle taps it to Ben. Ben's attacking. Asanaka in the lane. Reverse layup is enough. Lakers up 6. Here comes Orr. He's coming back quickly. Orr stopped by Merrifield. That's Neal for 3. He's short. Ben Kyle corrals the rebound. Still has it. And we're going to have a timeout by Coach Kyle over here. Lakeland getting a full one here, up 6 with just 5 minutes and 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Your Lakeland Lakers lead Lumiere blue 52-46. We are back live here in LaGrange, Indiana. Your Lakers nursing a 6-point lead here against Lumiere. Kyle Hartsoe, they're bringing the trap out on the freshman. He finds Nate Kyle. Hartsoe gets fouled hard with the bump. That's Harper.
Lumiere foul number 2. Jackson Harper, his first. Team's fifth.
That brings back in Cuba Smith, as well as the entrance of the 6'7" senior forward from Chicago, Illinois, number 15, Will Berry. He's in there in the middle of that 1-3-1 now. Alley-oop from Tommy Curtis to Christian Troyer. Wow, great court vision from Curtis. The Lakers' lead is now 8, 54-46. Asanaka on the drive. Deflected by Troyer. 4 minutes, 49 seconds left in the game here. Or to trigger it for Lalu. Or to Asanaka. He's working on Kyle Hartsoe. Hartsoe gets hit with the block. Tried his best to draw one there. Lalu just one foul away from the 1-1 here. Same inbounds play. Looking for Asanaka. He gets it around the three-point line. Hartsoe chasing. Smith over to Orr. Orr with a nice Euro. Finishes in the lane. Lead is 6. Lakeland pushes it up. Nate Kyle dribbles it off his knee. And Lakeland's relaxed here. Another alley. Troyer almost finishes it again, but this time gets fouled by Neal. He'll go to the line to shoot a pair, and that's 4 on Neal. That's going to bring Malpus back into the game.
Team 6 of the line shooting 2, Christian
Troyer
Troyer.
puts the first one down.
Back in the game for the Lakers, 5. Ben Kyle and for Lumiere. Number 4, Preston Malpass.
Ben Kyle back in the game. And Malpus is back in. Troyer hits the second. Leads back up to 8, 56-48 with 4 minutes and 18 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Orr finds Asanaka. Asanaka sizing up Hartsoe. Tough mid-range jumper. And that's going to get a timeout, a full timeout from Lalu's coach to talk it over here. Down 6. Your Lakeland Lakers lead 56-50 with 4 minutes and 9 seconds to go here. welcome back to Lakeland High School in LaGrange, Indiana here as we journey through the final 4 minutes of this one. Already had a great one so far. Let's see what happens here. Lalu coming out in their trap. Little zoney. Hartso to Ben Kyle, and we're out of it. Curtis looks, but not really expecting a shot here. Ben's just going to work it around. Over to Kyle Hartso and back to Ben Kyle. And to Kyle Hartso. Down to Troyer in the corner. He's shooting. It's short. Maybe not the best shot there for the Lakers, but still up 6. Asanaka working on Hartso. Pull-up jumper. Tough. That kid is a bucket for sure. Wow. Ben Kyle breaking. That ball is tipped out of bounds. It'll stay Lakeland ball. Lakers just up 4 here, 56-52. Just under 3.5 to go. Kyle gets it into Curtis. Over to Hartso, and it's knocked out of bounds. That length of Lalu breaking into passing lanes here. Curtis gets it in the backcourt, brings it up. Ben Kyle to Curtis. Curtis to Kyle. We're skipping it back and forth. Threw a lob to Kyle Hartso. Here's Orr coming back down the court. Spot up 3 for Harper. No good. Rebounded Ben Kyle. And we got a timeout, Lakeland. Just 3 minutes to go. 56-52. Keep it right here. This Lalu Blue team, good competition here for Lakeland. They've already played teams like Culver Military Academy twice, played them close once and lost by about 15 the other time. They played University down there in north of Indianapolis. Beautiful school, sprawling campus. Lalu went down there, their blue team, and got handled by a top 10 2A team in University. And then another team I recognize was, they faced off with Heritage Christian, who has a Purdue commit, and played them fairly close. So this Lalu team, although not sure most of their competition, some of their competition has been very impressive. And so that means Lakeland hanging in here in this game with them and even leading throughout has been a great sign. Lalu coming out, big trap. And that's a goaltending on Malpes. Count it for Watchman. Great press break there. Harper has it, guarded by Troyer. Now it's Orr. And Smith looking for Malpes on the block. Nothing going. Smith. Orr gets fouled on the floor by Watchman. Going to be his third. Thought it could have been an and one opportunity there, but Orr will just be shooting 1-on-1 here. Lalu now in the single bonus. Orr's been about 50% from the line tonight. Highest pressure free throws. Makes the first. Two and a half left here. Orr hits the second. Troyer to Ben Kyle. Orr into the corner. That's Harper for 3. Lakeland lead is just 1. Lakeland gets it down. Lead is now 1, 58-57 with 2 minutes to go. What a pass from Kyle to Watchman to Nate. And one! Nate Kyle fouled on the hook shot. Hits it to put the Lakers up 3. It is now 60-57. He'll go to the line to shoot the extra one here. Looking for a 3-point play. This could be huge. Just make the game 2 possessions here. And he sinks it. The Lakers now lead 61-57. That is your Lakeland Lakers leading by 4. Or attacks, bumped by Watchman, and one. You just can't get into the back of him. You gotta let him go. Or with a tough take here. Could cut it to 1. Orr's 3-point play cuts it to 2. Watchman throws it away to Asanaka. Lalu now with the ball, down 1 here. Huge possession. They run a flare for Harper. Back rim, rebounded by Orr. We'll reset. Orr wants the screen from Malpas. Malpas is popping Shirley. No, he rolls. Malpas in the short corner, over to Orr. Orr working on Ben Kyle. Gets through, misses. Rebound, Smith, yes. Lalu up 1. And there's going to be a foul. A foul on Harper on the press. It'll send Tommy Curtis to the line shooting 1-on-1. Both teams in the single here. Both teams with 18 fouls on the half. Troyer coming in for Hartso. And for Lalu, it's going to be Neal. He's getting Asanaka here. Curtis hits the first. Tie ball game. Curtis hits the second. That's a one-point Lakeland lead. Asanaka is going to come in. No, Asanaka is not coming in. Sorry. Lalu rolling the ball. That's Cuba Smith back there with Orr. Orr attacking. Kick out to Smith. Orr again. Wants a screen from Malpass, doesn't get it. Orr coughs it up, stolen by Ben Kyle. Stolen right back. Layup is good for Orr. 1-point game. Beautiful assist from Ben Kyle to Nate Kyle. Lakers lead by 1 with just 37 seconds left. Lakeland leads 63-64. We'll be right back. All right, to set the table here, we've had a back and forth game all day, all night, between the two squads of Lakers. Your Lakeland Lakers just lead 65-64 with just over a half a minute left in the game. Both teams at 18 fouls, so any fouls we're shooting 1 and 1. Looks like Lakeland's going to come out, try to deny Orr the ball, and it's going to be a 1-2-2 zone here. Orr drives to Malpas. Malpas hacked, but gets his own rebound. Kick out. Harper, no good. Malpas saves it to Orr. Orr to the corner. Asanaka traveled. Laker ball up 1, 12 seconds remaining here. Ben Kyle throws it away. And Troyer fouls Harper with 11 seconds left.
Teams A from the line shooting 1 and 1. Jackson Harper.
1 and 1 here for Harper. 2 for the lead, 1 for the tie. He rolls the first one in. And he hits the second. Lakeland gets a timeout here. 10.5 seconds left. Lalu up 66-65. .1 seconds remaining here. Lakeland has to go the length of the court. Curtis brings it down. Kyle's locked up. It's Nate on the ball. Hey! Nate Kyle hits the runner in the lane! 66, 67, 66, Lakeland. Lalu gets a timeout, but wow! Nate Kyle hangs in the air and hits the tough fader to put the Lakers up 1 with .6 left. Mathematically not very possible to score here. I think we can chalk this one up. Wow, big from Nate. Hey, Lalu was able to deny the original play. Nate Kyle catches it and makes something happen himself. Wow. Wow. What a game this has been. .6 left here. Don't get beat long. It's going to have to be a catch and chuck immediately. They're throwing it the length of the court. Ben Kyle intercepts it, and your Lakeland Lakers defeat the Lakers of Lumiere 67-66 on a beautiful buzzer beater game winner from Nate Kyle. Heck of a game from Nate. Really, the whole Lakeland lineup showed up today against a very talented team, Lumiere Blue. Congratulations to your Lakers for winning this one tonight. Congratulations to your Lakeland Lakers as the students join Nate on the floor. Thank you all for taking time out of your afternoon to spend it right here with Lakeland Sports Network. Thank you for tagging along all season. Last home game for the boys. Your next stream for the Lakers Sports Network, probably sometime next fall, football season coming around. Good luck, boys, the rest of the way. It's been an exciting season. And to get to commentate and enjoy has been so much fun. So one last time this season, I am Adam Betts, and thank you.